From the Black Swan Media Studios, deep inside a secret underground bunker, we're speaking to freedom-loving patriots from all around the country and the world. Welcome to the Resistance. This is John Crump, live.
And we are back, and I hope someone can redeem themselves today. After very many months, he's going to have to try to redeem himself, but you better have that damn hot dog ready. And let me go ahead and bring on my co-host here. He is the flying one himself.
Crumpy, you're looking rather buff. Are you taking any supplements?
No, we can talk about that in a second. Let's go ahead and bring on that. All right. If you don't know, which you probably don't know, we had a sponsorship offer for my main channel, which we denied. But before we get into that, I just want to say hi to Fragout Designs.
Hello. How you doing? I do have some bad news.
You didn't buy hot dogs?
I couldn't.
No hot dogs?
I wasn't able to run in the town, the traffic, with all the gas stations, and the gas station didn't have any hot dogs. So.
All right, well, we're gonna have to reschedule then. Thank you for coming on. Talk to you later.
I did have it all set up.
No, we'll do that shortly to try to get the hot dog lasered.
Yeah.
If that's the last thing I do, that
now are you gonna wrap it in tinfoil or what's the plan?
Yeah, and I was gonna get a bun and then use the little skewer things. I was showing y'all like I had it all set up. But I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. So let me just say, we always make fun of testosterone, like a lot. Well, imagine my surprise when the company that makes testosterone wanted to sponsor my channel.
Testosterone?
No, testosterone.
What's that?
Nobody knows.
It's turkey-based testosterone, I guess.
Oh, God. Man, the lighting, I apologize for the lighting. I didn't know it was going to be at this weird angle. So I got the sun coming down on me.
Yeah, they were pitching me hard. They're like, we work with Matt Walsh and Candace Owens.
Candace Owens takes testosterone?
I guess so. But
you can see my face.
It's not going to happen. Because I'm not pushing testosterone.
Getting emails about people wanting me to make review videos on their battery-powered
Battery-powered what?
Like lawnmowers.
Oh.
Yeah, yes.
No.
Yeah, that...
Well, I was very unhappy. Somebody approached Crump about a AI pool robot, that does skimming and vacuuming and everything. And I'm like, pick me. And they didn't like me.
I tried. They told me, well, go get another. We'll go rent a pool. Like, what? No,
dude. I'll tell you what. Get it, but have them ship it to me. I'll record the video. You throw it on your channel.
I'm not throwing it on my channel.
Yeah. No, that's my problem.
Wait. If testosterone is made from turkeys, what's darkesterone made from? Just asking.
I don't know.
Turkmenistan hamsters. There you go.
Yeah, but yeah, this is what they wanted me to. They wanted me to push, and Rich was like, "You got to do it just for the meme." It's like, no.
Was it like an injection or was it like a vitamin?
I'll show you exactly. Dude, if you're gonna pitch something to me, I'll start off. This is what they wanted me to promote.
Like, what happens if they send you something for free and you make a review video and you don't like it? But
No,
like,
it wasn't a review. It was
like, this thing is great. I mowed my yard with it, but it was really a piece of crap.
No, it was a sponsorship, not a review.
Oh,
so okay,
promote it.
You're still promoting it though. Technically, you would be like, I take this every day for lunch, breakfast.
Yeah, I decided not to.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. Someone like just weird.
So this is Maximum Purity Turkesterone in Tonkat, LA.
You're just making words up. Ain't making shit up.
Yeah,
let's make it sound like testosterone, but with turkeys.
I'll need the Manscaped. Another one I turned down.
Yes.
Manscaped.
Yeah.
I just feel weird doing ads.
I feel weird doing ads about shaving my balls.
Man, it is what it is.
Well, I like. Look, Brandon Herrera does SDI, and fine. It's in the genre.
Did they use it though? Because I get like the difference between advertising and like sponsorships, but it's like if you don't really use it, I mean,
I won't take any sponsorships of stuff that I won't use.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, and this is where, like, with my laser, it's where I shot myself in the foot with the beginning with all this, because I had another company which is around the same price point as this laser I bought. They're going to send me one for free, but to use for a year or whatever. But I bought this one because they said it could do something I couldn't do, and then it like ruined all my chances of getting any laser sponsorships.
Ooh,
so,
ouch.
I mean, that's my opinion on it, because I guess, but I get it. But
yeah, I won't I only push stuff that I actually use. Like as Smoke Bros, which they're not a sponsor, they haven't been a sponsor, but if they ever wanted to sponsor me, I would definitely take a sponsorship if you guys are out there, because I use their stuff and I order their stuff.
And it's funny. So Dark had Anderson Manufacturing on last night.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Kyle, and there's a couple of companies that I feel very close to. One is Fragout Designs, and I've got a couple of Fragout firearms. And you're having a sale, right?
Yes, I have. Like, not all of them, because about half of my all the firearms that I've engraved over the years. I was trying to show you all the shop. My shady scaffolding thing. But yeah, so there are firearms like a year ago, before I decided to do this move thing and go on this adventure of taking forever. I was learning how to Cerakote and all that, but my lease was up in June, and for my commercial lease and the house I was renting at the same time, and with how I grew out of that shop, and signing into the lease would have been, just not worth it, because I was already bursting at the seams. So that's why I went with this whole move thing. So it's like when I tell people about my YouTube channel here lately, they're like, "Yeah, go check it out. You see my artwork." But for the past few months, a lot of it's just been me in the chaos of like doing things. And so, but the plan was to move in, have everything ready to go, Cerakote, everything, so I can start taking on commissions and doing custom projects. But at Murphy's Law, things happen, so it didn't work out like I wanted to. But I still had. I was doing like a Hail Mary spree before the move to finish up as many firearms as I could that I had done. And so all the ones that I have in my store right now are Cerakoted, engraved, Cerakoted, and function tested. I had fun with them. Like every single one, I went to the range, made sure it worked. Just like the one Rich had, that one was fun to shoot at the range too. But so that's the sale I have right now. And so that's on my website. I don't know if I can say it or not on here.
If you Google Fragout firearms, I'm sure you'll find it.
Yeah, there you go. But and so also I made custom challenge coins For every single item I have, or FFL item I have in my store, serialized, instead of doing like a piece of paper, like certificate of authenticity or whatever piece of paper, I had these brass thick challenge coins, and they're all serialized, and each one comes with one of these.
Yeah,
So
they have the same serial number as the firearm, and so yeah, the two. So I got this, and I got the Glock, and I got the coin. I haven't even taken the coins out of the case. I don't even want to get a fingerprint on them.
Oh, I mean, I got polished them or on the buffet wall. I'm not perfect at it, but if you do, a lot better out of the case. Actually, broke this one. Oh no. But I'm just saying, like, you know, if you were to try to resell it and be like, I got a Fragout coin, look at this, you know, now right now it may not be worth much more money, but, well, two things. One, I'm selling them at pretty much a little bit above cost that I got them at, just because the other thing, as you can tell, the lighting sucks, but I have no lights in the shop yet, and I only have 4 power outlets. One of the big expenses with the shop was I upgraded the power to this property in my million-year-old house, and I split it. So I got 200 amps coming here, and but that's all I was able to do right now. So the sale, the reason why everything's cheap is because I want to be able to get everything sold so I can get my electrician back out here and then get some lights put in.
Dude, if you got enough fire extinguishers, I'll come there and wire your place.
That's the other thing. Like, I've been watching videos online, like people like doing this in the electrician world. Oh my God. Everybody's opinion. Like, I'm like, none of these help me, because I watch this video and then the next video says that guy was wrong. And it's the same thing repeating. Like, you can do this and this, Romex. I don't know. But the other thing is I don't want to mess my building up. Because like drilling holes and everything else. But the other major thing I need to do along with power, is to get a spray booth. That was one thing I was looking to get, move it in, and just wasn't able to get to that yet. And so that's what the sale is for. Lights, I'm not too worried about lights, but the other thing is I have 2 window units. My windows are like 60 feet up in the air, and I don't have AC in the shop. So that's what the scaffolding was for, because I couldn't climb an extension ladder with a 100-pound window unit. So I got that. So I got it down. It's like 84 degrees in here right now. Could be a lot worse. So
I have no idea what Tenga is, but I'm pretty sure that I would not take it because I know my audience.
it sounds like a board game. Let's play some Tenga.
Right, Jenga.
Yeah, Rich, maybe you should Google it.
Yeah, so if you go to my store and everything like that's made, I don't plan on ever making one of those ever again either. So if that adds value to it.
All right, I'm throwing something in the cart right now.
A Tenga?
But if you can't buy any of the big stuff, I also have little stuff in there as well. But a few knives I've done, some PMags, not PMags, just random stuff. So everything else. Yeah.
Let's see. Oh yeah, you shipped to my FFL.
And then once I get my shop back running like a Cerakote, I have about half or more, and I got like 20 1911s all taken apart, the revolvers. I may need to sign up for that SDI because I took all these things apart and they were engraved. Everything was prepped for Cerakote, and I don't remember how to put any of this stuff back together, so I'm going to have to figure that out. These revolvers are tricky.
I figured it'd be something like that, Putang.
But also, if you're an FFL, or if you're not an FFL, but if you have a laser and you want some cool artwork to run with, I also sell custom vector graphics you can buy and use with your laser. So I got a lot of stuff planned for that. I got 4 different Colt revolvers. I got a Desert Eagle I want to do. The Cobra, the 3-inch, 4-inch, or the 3.5-inch. I don't know. There's 4 of them. They're all the different sizes up to 6 inches. They're very fancy. I haven't engraved on those yet. But I got can I show pictures or no?
You can show pictures.
I can show pictures. All right. Because that's the other thing kind of sets me apart with my artwork is being able to have the firearms on hand. I've developed a method to take the pictures properly and edit them with the lens distortion so I can make the templates for them Like,
All right, so this you're not getting a good view of, and all I know is I showed this to everybody, the pictures on Fragout's site before I got it, and I don't want to say Fragout's a bad photographer. He's a wonderful photographer.
I'm terrible at taking pictures.
Oh no, you do a great job. You can tell from the site. When people saw this in person, they're like, the pictures don't do it justice. As good as his pictures were, it's like amazing.
It's so frustrating. I don't have the pictures of those on here, but I do have. Let's see where the codes.
Okay, I'm buying a Fragout grenade and something else, and because I didn't click purchase, complete the purchase yet, I'm not telling anybody else what I'm getting.
I bought a Fragout grenade.
I still have a lot of those left too. I reduced the prices on them. I ended up switching to a different shipping middleman, and it saved me quite a bit of money.
So, and you're doing free shipping right now, right?
Yes. Well, it's included in the price, so you don't have to worry about paying for that. All right. Oh, is it that thing?
Oh, I got to click agree. And yeah, I'm just worried I didn't purchase enough stuff this month.
Yeah, so your wife's gonna come to my house and burn it down.
Yeah, my wife. Believe it or not, for our anniversary, I tried to give my wife the Fragout Glock. She was not happy.
I gotta say that 17. That was the 17, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ah, that one was clean. That was
beautiful. Beautiful.
And,
I mean, it's
Cerakoted.
It's right there.
Oh, that one was clean. The guitar, I probably could. I don't know. Oh my gosh, this lighting is terrible. I've been also looking for random things to engrave. Yeah, so like this is the pictures I would make the templates from, but those are the four. Cool. So I got those. I also have a Smith & Wesson 500 with the 8-inch barrel. Got that one I'm going to do something on. And then, I'll say this right now. I know a lot of people know I have a Barrett M107 A1 50 cal. And I did get that for a specific reason, because it will kind of fit in my laser. And so at some point in the future, when the shop's up and running and things are going, like, everything's like butter, we're going to engrave that too. And that's going to be awesome. And so I'll put that out there right now. So that's where we're going.
So if I ride out and finish up your electrical wiring, will you laser my 50?
Are you insured? That's
insured.
The other. I have to be careful with all this stuff. Make sure, if I have an insured electrician and something goes wrong.
I have a better history with my electrician work as opposed to my piloting work.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying it's nice. Like that. I gotta. As much as I appreciate it, it's the main reason why I haven't tried to tackle it either. But we got 200 amps coming in here. I'm pretty excited. But yeah, I was only able to get 4 outlets. And the other thing is, like, every time I have contractors out and they're like, "Oh, there's no such thing as a stupid question," I'm like, "You're gonna regret saying that," because I'm just asking all kinds of questions.
So, do you ever ask a stupid question like, "Is the Kool-Aid Man the jar or the Kool-Aid?"
Oh shoot! Oh, I am not going to sleep tonight.
He's the jar because the Kool-Aid's like his brain, like our brain. Oh yeah, the brain doesn't work very well because he runs through walls. Who's that? And if there's anybody watching from the Houston, I burned my arm.
Hold on, I don't want to hide Fragout when I click on people's posts.
Yeah. So also, I'm terrible at cooking, but I've been taking up burning meat in the driveway, and I wasn't paying attention. I burned the crap out of my arm.
Your meat also.
If you're in Houston now, I feel bad for everybody down there right now. That's another reason why I was like, I'm not going to go out of my way to get some hot dogs today, because there's a lot of frustrated people, and they're all coming north right now trying to get stuff. Harris County, the leadership and Centerpoint Energy, the big conglomerate that everybody has to go through in Houston, totally screwed this storm up so bad. I think my dad, I haven't talked to him today yet, but they're all on day 3 of no power. It's insane. And I was watching one of the press conferences earlier today from Houston, like the mayor, all of them were there. they had fire stations that were supposed to have backup generators. No one knows where they are. They're gone.
Oh
They
no!
shut down the fire stations. Most of the street lights in Houston are down. No one still has power. People are pissed. It's like if I hadn't moved, I would be on day 3 without power right now too. So moving.
You know what's so if people aren't understanding, you got damage from the hurricane.
Yeah, I had nothing catastrophic, thankfully. I was, my first hurricane living in this house, so I wasn't too worried, but I didn't know how the trees would handle, especially with a lot of wind, because we haven't had a decent hurricane come through Southeast Texas in quite a few years. We had Harvey, but that was more the rain bands that just wouldn't stop for like 5 days. We didn't really have the wind issue, and so I had it's probably like a 40-year-old oak tree just snapped right off. I mean, this thing is a huge oak tree. Can't wrap my arms around it. That snapped off at the roots for some reason and fell over, but it's on the back of my property. It's on my other fence. And then on the other fence, I got another tree down on that fence. And then I had one of my pecan trees fall over. But luckily the house is fine. The shop has a few big trees next to it, so I was a little worried about that, but everything was fine on that front. Yeah, that oak tree getting snapped like that, yeah, it's pretty nice. But I'm good. I'm fortunate. Like if I hadn't moved though, I would not be a happy camper right now. I'd be stuck with everybody else without power.
And I have some really good news.
What do we know?
Took testosterone?
No, my suppressor has been approved.
Damn, the whole them turning around these stamps that fast. Part of me is like, why are they doing this?
Mine have not been turned around that fast.
Is this the one that you paper entered a while back?
No. This is e-form. But yeah, it's e-form, but it was done through a trust. Yeah, I did the suppressor thing by mail.
I'm gonna have to figure all that stuff out eventually. I'm still I'm sending my renewal for my XOT. I haven't got my new one yet, but yeah, there's not a lot of competition out here either. So, being able to I talk to local people and stuff, like, oh, it's cool, So, being able to get them stuff out here. Let me get closer. Maybe that'll help. Put my button up on and everything. Look like I'm going golf. What up?
Yeah, so that was I'm very happy.
I was gonna show you all this for all the FFLs watching. They're like, I don't like Fragout. I don't like him. I'll show you.
Yeah, probably. The reason why they can do it faster because they changed the way that they submit it. Before, what they would do is they would process Form 4s in the order that they received them. So they would process them, then submit it, then wait for them to come back from the FBI, and
they're taking like a year. They're taking like a year for people to get their stuff back.
Basically, what happened was the FBI was where the holdup was. So now they submit everything to the FBI first, and once they get a clean background check back, then they process the rest of the form instead of processing the form, sending off the FBI, waiting for it to come back. So
it's just very uncomfortable the government being this efficient and quickly with something. I'm like, it's weird. I mean, it's great. It's really cool. I'm happy. But I feel like the rug is going to get pulled out. So,
yeah, I want a can for a couple of things. So I actually, the Fragout coin.
Yeah.
Hold on.
There we go. Look at that. Look at that.
Slow layout.
Like I said,
I legit have not taken my coins out of the case. I don't want to touch them.
On the side, I don't know if it's going to focus. But
yeah. You got to put like your other hand up behind it.
You can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. Would be cool. You have, and if anybody buys stuff, you have my full wholehearted permission. If my stuff ever becomes money, make that money, sell it. Go buy something cool, like a boat. I don't know.
Yeah, Trust eForm 4s with the Trust. Right now, it's not sped up because they still have to read through the Trust. They are implementing a system that if you go through, let's say what am I saying? Like if you go through like a place like Silence Essential, Silencer Shop, where they have standardized trust, then that is going to be sped up because they're going to tag places that use standardized trust to get it through faster. So that should speed up. The trusts are going a little bit faster right now, and yeah, single member trust is what they're gonna speed up. But the trusts are going a little bit faster just because the backlog has been cut down so much.
That one too. Like I actually had a few cartel members. I can't verify they were. They were because I drew her kind of, it's they didn't approve of that.
I don't know why this is still in the store because I just bought it.
I have to check my email.
So that baby, that'll actually be my first metal frame firearm.
And I know a lot of people like with Kimbers. A lot of people are like, it's a Kimber. Actually, this thing shoots great. I've never had issues with Kimbers, but Kimbers, there are better things out in the world. Yes.
Oh, so it comes with the wood grips also?
Yeah, the stock ones. The aluminum ones are ones I did. It's Lady Guadalupe, but it's different. She's holding Texas, and then on her dress has instead of the stars, it's Texas.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well,
that's
Rich,
super cool.
If you notice, it now says sold out.
Oh, it does say sold? Okay.
Out of stock.
Just want to make sure you don't want to sell it from underneath me. Here's.
Yeah. Also, I didn't want to reduce, dude. These this one is the closest that I kind of did with Riches. That I could not wait to do some more like that. That teal and like pink maroon.
Love it.
It looks good.
Love it.
Because after I ran out of ARs to engrave on and Cerakote, all those were, I didn't run out, but towards the time of me moving, I wanted to do one in that color scheme, but with my scroll work like that one.
Yeah, just love this stuff. Love it. This looks great.
Thank you.
See,
Cerakote, I could, definitely not a perfect at that.
No, that looks fantastic. I'm loving it.
And that Anderson, if Kyle's watching, y'all let me know if y'all want to borrow that for the show too.
Where is it?
It's right there. At the top.
I know we got a fully assembled one.
It's top.
At the top.
Very top.
Oh.
Yeah, I use Ammo Ready to host my website for my FFL because everything with Fragout Design is business separated, banks, everything, payment processing from Fragout Farms. But the host of my website, I can't reorganize the things. Oh, and one thing I want to put on here. I know I have some Glocks in there that are super boring. Just the lowers are done on them. The slides are blank. I put in there, I don't know if anybody saw it, but if you're on the fence, like those, I think are below MSRP. I'm not even sure. I may get in trouble. If it's below Matt, whatever. But if you buy those with the blank slides, once I'm back up and running, you'll putting a deal where you can send me back that slide from the firearm you bought, and I'll make you a custom design for it. I'll engrave it, Cerakote it, send it back to you for free, and that's included in the price of. It'll say in the description if it's one of those, but I think there's 10 of those Glocks where it's just the lower stippled and it's blank slide. And so if you buy it, I'll do a custom slide for you when everything's back up and running too.
Cool.
When do you think it's going to be back up and running?
All I need the bare bones. I just need to run electricity to the back of the shop and around, and then right there is I have a giant air compressor with the dryer. I need to get that wired in, and then I need a spray booth and get that installed. The bare minimum, that's what I need to do, and then I'll be back. The other thing is time wise, I'm kind of up against the fence because I have about $3,000 worth of Cerakote paint that I kept in a little fridge because fridge keeps the paint longer, but those do have a shelf life, and so I'm gonna try to get back to painting as soon as possible because I don't want to, waste all that paint. But if it does take too much longer, then I'll probably hit up Coop or somebody else at C&T and be like, you want to use this paint before it goes bad. But hopefully I can still use it here in the near future. And then also I'll put out there too, if you ever have an issue with the Cerakote or you want to change it, like on this block, because it's not super cool color on the side, just hit me up when I'm back up and running, and I'll change it for you, or I'll redo it. These are
all I gotta say is everything that I have, and I have 3 firearms from Fragout. They're just beautiful. They are absolutely, one of a kind.
I really wish I was better at pictures. I hit up. There's one of the local city like Facebook groups where people post like their businesses or talk about drama. There's this one chick that does boudoir pictures, like naughty pictures for wives for their husbands or whatever. I'm like, I need at some point I'm gonna have her come out here and bring our army, and we're gonna do some awesome pictures. And she does really good behind the camera. For some reason, like I'm decent with taking pictures, but it's a whole art and craft of its own. And I'm not gonna say I'm a professional at all because my white balance lighting, it's all through the roof. And then plus after about 5 minutes, I'm drenched in sweat and I don't want to take pictures anymore. So. But yeah, being able to doing this super sale is what I'm calling it. But
I got a grenade.
And then someone mentioned the price of the keychains is unacceptable, and I have to tell you, I'm sorry, bro. It's modern art.
No, I'm gonna go pick up Matthew. I guess I had to get my stuff ready.
So I'm not changing that. You never know. Maybe some dude in California.
I'm gonna go pick him up around like probably like 6:20.
I muted Crump.
We didn't float away. But that wind, we got at least, I would say, one strong, like 90-mile-an-hour gust, and that's what snapped that oak tree.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I like this property a lot. Like being able to do all these first-time events, like, oh, it's the first hurricane, how is this going to do? Or it's the first whatever. The water runs off the property great. Everything is good. So, but I need to stop. If I go back, because the other part is this 5 acres, the back 3 acres on this property, it's all wooded. And I went back there last night and I was just like going through the bushes and stuff. And then the sun went down and I'm like, I got a flashlight. So if I go back out there, I didn't bring a flashlight. I was on DLD's live stream last night, like using that for a guide to get out. I was like, this is stupid.
Yeah, this is what I'm going to have you do once you get it back up and running. I'm going to send you my my golden boy.
Dude, these, I was talking with my Davidsons. I don't know if he's watching. I sent him the link to come watch earlier. I was talking to my Davidson rep earlier. And talking about the 4570 being a popular, Henry. These Henrys I did. That's the reason why, like, on my website and the main, like, video for my YouTube channel, which is Fragout Designs Studios. Go check it out. Like, subscribe, whatever. Complain about the music. But this brass, the true brass they use for these big rifles, oh my god! If they sent me like 100, I would do 100 custom of these rifles. I still have them. The main reason why they're not in the store is because I need to polish them, and I just haven't got around to taking them apart yet, just time wise. But once I get this polished, those are going to go up too. I don't know, long shot here. Before SHOT Show, I was talking to someone at Henry who was like, "Hey, we want those rifles. Will you send us the rifles you did?" And I was like, "Yeah, but whatever." And then SHOT Show happened, and then I lost contact with whoever that was at Henry. But if Henry wants these rifles, gladly send it to him, because I think they were a little curious on how I did it. Because like they also do like custom receivers and stuff, but they haven't done what I did. And I think they're kind of curious, like, how did he do that? So, but it seemed like they liked it.
Yeah,
But yeah, I would swap those out for blanks.
yeah, I definitely want to get one done. I've been wanting to get one done for a while now. Because I like
What?
my favorite gun is my Henry 410 side loader.
I have the 410 Mare's Leg, I think it's called. It's another thing. And then I also have the 44 mag with the black receiver, Henry. I got that one. Actually, I will be putting out a custom design for here next week or two. And I have the Homesteader, which is an interesting rifle. Have you shot one of those? They're Homesteader.
I have shot one.
It's interesting. I like looking at as an aspect of like you all you got to Glock mags. Well, they actually pop in there. It's interesting. So it's a well balanced rifle.
Yeah. What do you have? Like they have them
nine
in
millimeter.
I think they got 45 as well.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like I guess you're like from like a survival standpoint, or if you live out in the woods, whatever, you have that on hand. It's an option. It's pretty interesting.
They're not that expensive either.
And C&T, oh, I got a sad story. So that honey mustard Draco that I had Cerakoted at the one place that turned into a catastrophe, they ended up, I was looking at the receiver, they sandblasted it so hard, they punched through the frame on the receiver.
Oh, so, you know what? I just realized that wasn't me and myself. I have I changed my button layout around.
I muted you.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I changed my button layout around. Some reason I was getting feedback on my mic when it was logically mapped to the first spot. So I logically mapped it to the second spot and changed the second spot to the first spot, and the interference went away. But it's not like physically mapped; it's logically mapped. So I don't understand. Whatever.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
That's where you go.
Yeah, I dropped the link to the chat.
In the future, as well, I want to start taking on commissions and everything else too, because I get contacted just about every day, multiple times a day. Someone want me to do I want to make something for my grandson, or I got to email this one guy back. He has stomach cancer and he wants to do his rifle and stuff like that. And like right now, the other thing too is I'm torn because I could just engrave stuff for people and then send it back to them. Like, good luck. Go have someone finish it for you. That's not what I want to do. The whole idea, especially after I had my experience dealing with a local shop that just didn't. I was disappointed. It's like if someone comes to me and I engraved their firearm, that's going to take a little time, so they're not going to have their gun. So when I get it done, I want to be able to complete it all the way and then send it back to them. So the next day they can go to the range and have fun with it and not have to wait like another month or two to be able to use it.
Right.
And it's just me being on the fence. It's like I could just engrave stuff and then send it back to people, but that's no fun, So, and then plus after learning how to Cerakote, it's not that complicated. I totally overthought that process for months, and so I wasted a lot of time with that, overthinking it. But I gotta get a proper spray booth. I'm not building another one like I had at the shop.
No space elevator.
No, it's just like when I ended up getting that stuff in my skin because it wasn't ventilating out properly, like for a week, it just felt like CS. I don't know if you're like CS gas, but it feels like your skin's on fire and nothing. You can't get it. It won't stop.
Oh, that's crazy. Do you wear a bunny suit or anything when you do that?
I wore long sleeve. I had full gear on the head, and but it was hot in that shop too. I was having the AC issue. That was another reason why I couldn't do another year there, is because with triple-N commercial loans, it's very predatory. And despite having a 20-year-old AC unit on the roof that wasn't working, per the contract, it's what I was told, per the contract, if it goes out all the way, you got to replace it. It's in the contract. So there was no way I was going to be able to stay there for another year. Because in the back of the shop, it was just too hot. And so I couldn't get fully, and with the ovens going. it's kind of why like, I stopped abruptly because I was Cerakoting so much stuff, and then I kind of just stopped. That was why. And so,
Yeah,
but,
I actually knew somebody in Orlando, and he'd work on his airplane, and doing fiberglass work, he'd wear the full bunny suit, the full Tyvek suit, and I was kind of like, I don't know. I mean, like maybe I'd throw a battery operated fan in the back or something with a filter, just to get some air through it.
yeah, after that happened, like I said, that week, that sucked. That really sucked. I was so mad at myself because I'm like, ugh. It's just like it's not worth it, So being able, like, when I go back and doing it again, long sleeves. I don't know if I'm gonna wear like a full hazmat suit or anything, but I got the proper PPE and everything. Especially if I hire people in the future too to do this stuff. I want it to be right. I don't want anybody getting hurt, and especially I don't want anybody getting, the stuff from this thing. So.
You know what? I'm going to show you what you need to do. Make one of these.
A robot?
Johnny
Five?
Yeah, somebody made the Maker's World thing.
I don't know how to code, bro.
I can code.
No, I can't. I'm not going to build robots. What I would like to do, however, is that was the other part where I was talking about, like, I would love to work with the laser manufacturer. I would love to. It'd be great. But none of them, like, with me, it's frustrating.
Hot dog.
Well, no, they get these like yoga pants wearing big booty, good, great looking women to stand in front of the lasers with their butt out. Like, this is a Thunder Laser Nova 51, and like just butt. That's all you see. And I can do that too, sure, but at the end of the day, like my social
I don't know if you'd look good in the yoga pants.
No, but that's where that booty or photography. I got a bunch of. I can call it some ladies. I'm not worried about that. But if they were serious about selling lasers, that's the other part that frustrates me about my weird spot in the industry. Is because, like, if you look at my social media, well, it's heavily against the algorithms and all that as well. And but because I don't have yoga booty pants wearing, like, when I've tried to reach out to companies, it's really hard to get a hold of the person that you need to speak to that can actually make decisions. Because you get a hold of their social media, whatever. Like, oh, you make logos, you're a graphic, you do Photoshop. Well, that's cool. That's cool. We have an affiliate program if you want to. I'm like, look at my stuff. And so, and that's the other thing, like, with firearms manufacturers, like, bless their hearts, dude. Like, with Kyle, he seems like an awesome guy. And I love Anderson. Yes. I've tagged him on everything over the years. But I annoy the hell out of, like, Smith & Wesson, Henry, everybody. And it's just like I'm not like Grand Thumb over here with my.
You want a list?
What?
Crumpy has the list.
Kumatsu. Well, also, that's the other part of my frustration right now is I described it before as like holding onto the tiger's tail with all this. Like, I just hit 10,000 subs on YouTube. I can't, and so not having the equipment, say, Magnum Research comes to me. Like, I need 20 Desert Eagles done, engraved and Cerakoted by next month. Here's a set amount of money. I wouldn't be able to do that. And so I have to be careful right now because I'm not, that's why I need the spray booth to get my shop finished. Because at some point, an opportunity may come and then I'm going to miss it because I'm not ready yet. And so.
All right. Well, when you're ready for the list, let me know. I have it for you. I have like the heads, like personal information of like the heads of like. The
problem though is like unless I'm going to their house and like, look at this, look, I made this. It's getting them to look at the pictures and the videos that I make. Because if you tell somebody to do something, especially laser engraving, and I respect everybody in the industry, but if I like, they're like, oh, you laser engrave stuff? That's cool. I've seen stuff like that, gun shows and everything else. I'm like, who do you think they get the artwork from?
Oh yeah, dude, it was so funny. I was at one of the local gun shows. I don't remember if it was West Palm Beach, and I'm showing them the Anderson AR you did. Yeah. Like, oh, check this out. I'm showing on my phone. They're like, I know who did that. I'm like, Stephen Watts, Fragout. Yeah.
Yeah. Someone reached out to me. It was like last weekend or whatever. They went to a gun show, and so a vendor was there selling custom engraved handcuffs, and someone else was like, hey, that's I don't know if they said Steven stuff. They're like, no, it's Fragout stuff. It's like, yeah, that's it. And so, But it's just like, but being able to, like, you know, that person in that big manufacturing company that can make the decisions, being able to like, look at this, you know,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
it's very
Well,
hard.
Well, we're guerrilla marketing to Anderson. Kyle is all over it. He's seriously interested.
Yeah. No, and I love
So-
Anderson. Like that one I have in my store right now, that was the first AR I ever touched with this laser. And
Oh, that's cool.
And also, when it came to Cerakoting, that was like the last one I Cerakoted, and I was getting comfortable with it. I was the only rifle that I did where I did the polymer, all the match and everything. And that's why, like, some people are like, it's a key mod. Key mod. Oh my, why can't you put it on the rail on it, but it all matches. And so I think it's fun to shoot. Like I said, everything in my store, it works great. The ARs, I put 2 mags through each and every single one to make sure they were working great, no problems. And so, yeah. And I got a bunch of blanks that I could do, but I can't Cerakote them. And my biggest issue I've realized is I can't just go engrave everything because I'm going to have the safes full of taken apart firearms, and it's a mess. And so that's like with the revolvers. I got a bunch of the Rock Island and Taurus revolvers that I did. Only one of those is completely back together. I still got to take it back apart though, because the cylinder catch, I think I made wherever that moves from. There's too much Cerakote on the inside, and so sometimes it
could be.
Go up.
Hey, Fragout, check the private chat. I sent you some information that you might want.
That name looks familiar. That may be the guy I talked to. It was before SHOT Show, and they were getting ready and all that. But
That's the guy that could make any decision like that.
Because if I found a there was really, hey, you want to send those to us? I'm like, we didn't get as far, but I was like, I'd send it to them 100% if they would just send me blank ones back at least, not for free. They weren't cheap. I bought them retail at a local shop because I am a Henry distributor, but I don't know if it's gotten better. I haven't checked in a while, but for like the past year, it's been kind of hard to get those allocations in time. So I just went and bought them from Carter's Country.
Yeah, talk to those guys. Henry's, they're actually really, really good. Like, honestly, I have not paid for any of my Henrys.
The SIG P320, the one I did with the Icarus aluminum, Icarus Precision. He like makes these metal frames. I think SIG has a partnership with them now. I already sold that one. That was fun to shoot too. Like a lot of people are like, hey, send me those, because I practiced on the polymer SIG frames or modules. I got close in the settings, but not perfectly. But I really like the metal frames. I have 2 P320s in here with the AXG aluminum module frames. And one of the companies I buy the blank grips from, the aluminum grips, he had an extra set on hand. I bought them. But the AXG metal frames for the SIG P320s, he makes those grips that go on it. And I got them in here. I do plan to do something cool on those too here soon.
So Christian Make binge watches your videos. The 2A boys are also out there.
Little dudes. Yeah, I was watching. I sent y'all the playlist. You and DLD the playlist of the Andersons I did before last night.
Yeah, we sent that over to Kyle.
And on the live stream I was watching, I was like, man, like I was having fun. Like the past 2-3 years at that shop, just learning all that stuff, figuring it out. I'd love to start doing live streams again in the future. This is actually a really good test too, because I wasn't sure. Because right now I'm running off Wi-Fi. My house is over there, but I got a bunch of routers or wireless things. The fact that I'm able to do that from in the shop right now is really cool.
You know what you should do? Get like a little microwave transmitter. Beam.
I have no idea what that is. It sounds dangerous.
No, that's not.
Like I got a microwave, but I actually stuck that in my laser too, and I engraved Little John on it. It says, "Ow, deep, deep, mother what?" That's this is deep, deep. But yeah, what I meant to say though, going back to the talking about the video I was watching last night, one of the Andersons, I'm just like you guys. I'll sit there and I'll watch my videos again too. I'm like, man, that's awesome, and it definitely inspired me. Like last night while DLD was on, I got a bunch of stuff that I want to do next. That they're not all firearms, but I got a 43X, some random knife, ASP handcuffs. There was this cool like statue I saw that says, I don't even know, I don't speak Italian. Non mi sunarde senza regidone, non mi pargonarne senza valor. Which meant like, do not unsheath me without good reason. Do not sheath me without valor. It's like, that's cool. That'd be cool theme build. And then all the Stargate fans out there, I've been bugging Jonas from Stargate on Twitter, and I want to do a Stargate build, and I would love to do a P90. Everybody's do, because I was like, what gun should I do a theme build on? The P90, of course, but they're all polymer.
I'll bring out my P90 and my MP5.
We'll melt it. It'll melt. I'll ruin it. Destroy. Because the only way to figure out settings is I have to run little grids on it. And the most likely outcome scenario is it catches on fire and you'll never get to use it again. And so that's why I have, there's only one place I was ever able to source them from, but they're decommissioned Glock chopped frames. And so I acquired a few of those, and that's what I run my test grids on. And then SIG makes it easy because you can just buy their modules straight from them. They're not a
right.
We have a super chat, $4 from Ron Wayne. He wants to know, guess who still has Fragout the toaster?
I've been like, every time I got notifications on for his videos, every time I'm like, is today the day? It's today the day I see my toaster. I haven't seen it yet, but he still has my toaster. It's a long story. People are like, what happened? Why did you took? I mean, he just came in my shop one day and took it. I never even met the guy.
You gonna blow it up?
Yeah, he's been sending me threatening pictures. He got a little vinyl stickers and put property of Fragout Designs Studios and put it on the toaster and send me the pictures. He's taunting me. You know, I could go buy another toaster, but it's, you know, why? What's the point? I'm gonna lose that one too. He's gonna come and take that toaster.
You know, the only time I've ever got a little bit tipsy was on my bachelor party, and I wanted.
Are you serious? It's water, by the way.
Yeah, and I wanted a toaster.
Oh, you were drunk and you just wanted a random toaster?
Yeah,
what were you gonna make? You're like,
I don't know. I came home and gave it to my fiance, who's now my wife. She was like, "Why are you giving me a toaster?"
3 a.m. and you smell like bourbon. Why do you have a toaster for me?
I was like, I don't know. I don't drink at all. So at my bachelor party, my friends made me, and so I got her a toaster.
I posted the link for this stream on my Facebook, my personal Facebook. I don't even know what friends are watching, but I'm just not gonna get into that. You would talk about randomness, being inebriated. They used to call me Steve-O. They still do. Even their grandmas called me Steve-O. I was just all over the place. The suspense. I'm just waiting. Like I said, I got notifications. I'm just waiting for Fragout's toaster.
Yeah, we should. He should not blow it up until you carve a hot dog or engrave a hot dog.
Yeah. Like I said, today, like I probably could have gone into town a little easier than I could have yesterday and got one. But at the same time, I was like, I'm reading on Reddit. Like, I'm so glad I don't live in Houston anymore. Like, I saw the writing on the wall. This hurricane in the aftermath, I am not surprised at all. I even told people on social media a few days ago, because a lot of people are blowing it off. A lot of people from Florida chiming in saying, "Well, I'm from Florida. I've been through 60 million hurricanes, and you don't worry about not just a little rain." Well, look at Houston right now. It is insane, and it's not about the storms, but the incompetency of the people leading. But on Reddit, there are people looking for food and stuff, and like places to go get food. And I don't want to get a packet of hot dogs right now that someone else could maybe use to have a bonfire with the family.
I understand. But when we do it, we're going to do it on my live channel. Not my live channel, my main channel.
I'm pretty sure the foil trick will work. And the only other thing that could work is like if I spray paint it black or something that may work. But the fall should work. I haven't tried behind the scenes yet. I want to save it, you know, to surprise us all. If it works, then I'll be awesome. So I think it'll work, but I don't want to. I don't want to do it.
Not like last time we were all sitting there staring at it.
That's what I'm saying. Like I could do one and not tell anybody and be like, I know, and then but I don't want to ruin it because I want to be surprised too. Because when we did that live stream, and I had the buns, I think I had mustard and everything. I don't even remember. I was just like, I don't know, and it makes sense. Like looking back now, like with my fiber laser, because there's other lasers that can do organics, but I was like, man, I feel stupid. So. Yeah, I think the fall we'll get around to it. This is exciting. Like now that I got this going, and I setting up other cameras and mics and stuff. Trying to figure out. I'm gonna have to get a second camera for my desk because if I was to share the OBS, whatever, I can't show this camera at the same time. But yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll do something.
So for like metal, like you need a
fiber. You can do some things with the CO2 laser, other ones. I get emails all the time like, there's just like $20 X tool laser on Amazon. Will it do it? I'm like, I doubt it. But a fiber laser. If anybody's out there, I don't sell lasers. I don't promote where to go to buy one. But if you're in the market and you want to know what to get, bottom line, go buy a 50-watt JPT fiber laser. Where you get it, just do your research from the people. That's what you want. Just don't. And that's another reason why like, a lot of people on my YouTube channel will comment, like, "Hey, what machine do you have?" Yeah, see, there it is. I wasn't joking. He's been taunting me. He's sending to me too. But a lot of people ask me what laser I have, and I made a video specifically because that's a loaded question, and I don't want people to end up in a situation like me where I'm like, what's the mystery with this laser? Maybe it's got to be the best thing out there in the world because no one has it. All the mysteriousness. And so I post a link, but some people are like, why can't you just tell me what laser you have? It's because I'm trying to save you $100,000. You can go buy one $5,000 that'll do the job. So a 50-watt JPT laser. If at some point in the future I got a lot of money and a lot of time and a lot of help, I'll build the lasers because a lot of companies get parts from China, put them together, slap a sticker on it. I can do that too. It's not that hard. But time and money, and I want to be sure if I ever do that the stuff is solid, good to go. But you can buy these things from multiple different places.
Oh.
Don't spend $100,000 on the laser.
There is a 60-watt fiber laser right now that I've been like.
The more watts, the stronger it is, and the faster you can get metal cut through.
Yeah.
Like if I could go back, I would love to have 100-watt, and I do plan to get more lasers in the future. So instead of like taking 11 hours to do one side of an AR, I can do that and possibly. I mean, I don't know this for 100% fact, but I'm pretty sure I cut that time down significantly.
Well, there's a company out of Hong Kong that they've done a lot of different like.
There's a few of them, but me in China and some of the guys from China, we don't like each other. We're not friends. So
yeah, well, I'm just saying that they have they do lasers and they're like doing a tabletop fiber laser, 60-watt tabletop fiber laser for like $4,000.
Yeah. So that's another reason why I built this building. 16-foot eaves, it's 25-foot at the top, because it's not the biggest building. It's a 60 by 30. I would have loved to get a bigger building, but just bought my first house and terrible whole process of that took all my cash. But I'm grateful to have this size building because I built it high enough to where I can build higher. So at some point, I could put in a second floor, and if I need to run more lasers through it, do it that way. So,
cool.
But I'm not buying another one of these though. Like I said in the video about the laser that I have, and nothing against Trotec, it's the way of the world. Every big manufacturer company does it. They just sell you things and maybe lie about it, but it's okay. Lesson learned. I just don't want anybody to make that same mistake because I could have bought like 15 lasers for the price of this.
Right.
I do like
right.
my laser though. Like once I got it figured out, can't do everything that I was told it could do, but it still does a good job. And I'm able to stick a full rifle in there, which is cool. But and like Boss Laser, that's the other thing with these laser manufacturers on social media. Boss Laser, they're another big laser company. They make good lasers. I know I have customers that have their lasers, but they posted something about fiber lasers, and I'm like, they said it could do something. I'm like, I don't believe you. They're like, oh, here's join our webinar and we'll show you. And it's like they don't know who I am. It's like, man, if I could just like, I'm like stuck in this little corner, and no one knows. They've seen my work for sure, probably. They don't like know, Especially that's why I make like another reason why I make those time lapse videos, and this is what sets me apart from every single other graphic artist out there. Is I show you from start to finish. Some projects I don't spend a lot of time on the concept sketches and do it from pencil and paper, just because, especially this year, a lot of my customers, business isn't as good as it was before, so not a lot of people have a lot of money to spend, and I can't spend $100 on a project. But like the Henrys and stuff, my favorite thing to do with all this, pencil and paper. I draw these sketches, scroll work. I can't even really begin to explain it, but I want to get better at it and I want to learn. But being able to do that, and I scan a computer, I redraw it on the computer, and in the time lapse video, I show you every part of the process. So it's not like
I love that. The time lapse is so cool.
It's to cut corners or anything, because I could cut so many corners and people would still buy my stuff, but as an artist, I would feel like just crap, because I know I could do better. And so that's how I ended up in this position.
Yeah,
because I was starting when I was selling all the artwork before. Like when I started, I didn't have a laser, I didn't have any of that stuff. I didn't have an FFL, but I've always been bettering my work and my process. I was like, I was sending out files. They were to scale, but they weren't too perfect size. And so I was like, I'm going to buy a laser because I want to be sure, no problems. Like I could show people, look, I made one myself. You'll be good too. Buy this, go have fun. So that's how this kind of all fell together. And I have an FFL and SOT now and all this stuff. And it's been wild. It's been really fun.
All right, well, we're gonna have to get out of here. I got a hard stop. I gotta go doing a kids rifle class tonight.
Cool.
So, and that's like I gotta get up there. I got like 45 minutes to get there, and I gotta go pick up my son.
I will say one thing though: if any of the modular or range building manufacturer companies like Range Systems happen to be watching, and you want someone, I will do it naked. If you build me a range out here, I got 5 acres. I will make a video every day. Whatever, to promote the hell out of it. But they're gonna be like $1 million, so it's the only way that'll happen. Throwing it out there. If you're watching, hey, dude.
All right, guys. Thanks, is
Ron.
it. Thank you, Fragout Designs.
Thank you for having me on.
Fragout Firearms on YouTube, and you'll come up to his website. Buy from him. He also have a channel where you can watch him do cool laser stuff, and his Instagram is on fire. He's really good guy. And with that, we are out of here. I will talk to you all later and have a great day. And I will see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, Will, so much.